This Panthers playoff push continues in this episode, but to quote one Ralph Wiggum at the start of this episode, we're in danger. All of us. You, me, and the Panthers. We are all in danger because we're taking on the Ottawa Senators in round 2, a 46-win team that won 8 out of 10 heading into the playoffs. You run into a team that has momentum like they do. It's a scary thing. It's a really scary thing, I gotta be honest. So we'll see how it goes. Cautious optimism, of course, has been the word of the franchise mode this year. Not just the word of the series, the word of everything. As Ottawa finished 8th in the league, one of 8 teams to hit 100 points in the regular season. Now, quickly, I actually don't want to look at player stats yet, although we can, we'll hold off. What I wanted to look at were team stats to see how well they did in the first round. That is my main question, and they averaged 3.6 goals for per game. Wow, that adds up pretty well. Okay, they scored more goals and allowed fewer. They didn't score on the power play at all, but they only had 2 power plays through 5 games. That's absurd. And, 100% penalty kill, though. Right. So right now, they seemingly have every advantage after beating Buffalo in 5 games, which, again, it's nice. We don't have to run into Buffalo. That's wonderful. We stole their head coach. That was wonderful. We get to avoid that disaster. And, of course, we haven't simmed well against Buffalo. You look at this team, and again, we've talked about it. Likely Vinny Trocheck's last year. Going to have to look to make some other moves. We need more out of Jonathan Huberdeau. If Owen Tippett can find that goal-scoring touch in the playoffs, that would be great. Haponiemi, of course, missed a little bit of time. It all comes back to the same thing. We know how good this team is, how good they can be, what they are capable of. It's just whether or not they actually play to that level, and I certainly hope they do. Because, again, it's going to get more and more difficult, and the path is going to be less and less clear as we go along. This is the Sens team that we are up against. Top line, Brady Tkachuk, Josh Norris, and Alex Holtz. Okay, second line, Alex Ovechkin, Colin White, and Evgeny Dadonov. Oh, Evgeny. Oh, no. That could be bad news for us. Third line of Jakob Silfverberg, Maverick Bourque, and Nino Niederreiter. Fourth line of Drake Caggiula, Philip Hlapek, and Alex Formenton. Yeah, it's a good team. Pretty simple. It's a good team. And, I mean, you look at, say, the money, you're going to run into some trouble. Norris is going to want to be paid. Ovi's deal is up. White's deal is up. Have fun dealing with the cap hell that's in front of you, because it's about to happen. Defensively, oh boy. Thomas Chabot and Eric Brandstrom as the top pairing. Help me, Jesus. Max Lajoie and Eric Gustafsson. Third pairing, Nikita Zaitsev and Mackenzie Weegar. Indeed, the former Cat, the former Panther. Whew, thank God we didn't sign him to that, though. The goaltender is Juuse Saros at an 85, .932 save percentage in that first round. Scratches of Batherson, Brown, and Abramoff. It's a good team. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's a good team. I could easily see us winning this series. I can certainly see us losing it. 98 rated offense. They have the edge in every aspect. They have the edge in every aspect. Does that make me feel more or less confident? To be honest, I don't know, but we're going to see how this goes. Game 1, let's do this. We have been desperate to see the Cats make it back to the Cup final. We're in round 2, 4 wins away from the conference final. Let's see if we can get back there. First period of Game 1, and the early advantage to Ottawa, Thomas Chabot. With the goal, shots were about even. They have the lead. Second period. Is this the type of episode we're going to have here? 2 goals for Colin White, 1 for Ovechkin. We're down 4-0. The defense, and in particular Spencer Knight, is a no-show. Denisenko scores on the power play. We're actually going to pause this really quickly. I mean, in terms of their goals out wide, 2 goals for them maybe. Maybe there was traffic, I don't know. 4-1, we're halfway through the third period. Things are not looking all that good for us, are they? They're really not. Formanton makes it 5-1, and that will pretty much do it. Ottawa gets outshot by 10, but wins by 4. UC Saros has a hell of a game. Spencer Knight absolutely does not. Spencer Knight, in fact, I don't even know if he tried. I don't know if he showed up. I'm not convinced that was him. Our top line was completely outplayed. Knight was pulled. Dostal, I didn't even notice, gave up the last goal. I didn't even notice. What a performance from Spencer Knight, huh? What a performance. Jesus. So, we'll see what happens here in Game 2. The saving grace if we lose here is that it might be the home team never wins kind of deal. However, if we're down 2-0 in this series, I can't say with great confidence that I believe in this team after what we just witnessed in Game 1. We're going to see if we can bounce back, though. First period of Game 2, we do have the lead. Logan Hutsko scores again. Beautiful. Outshot 12-7, so we have the lead. That's just how it works. Second period. Hunt makes it 2. Alex Holtz is able to get a goal back. Shots are close, so is the score, but we have the lead where it matters. As we go to the third, I am still anxious and nervous. A little bit less so. Sasha Barkov again makes it a 2-goal lead. If it's not the home team's yet to win trend, then I really don't know what to expect. Ekblad makes it 4. Okay, so a convincing win for Ottawa in Game 1. A convincing win for the Panthers in Game 2. What is this series going to be? I don't know. But Spencer Knight was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Which, again, only serves to scare the hell out of me. As Sergachev and Ekblad were phenomenal. Connolly was the only minus player on the team. And again, Spencer Knight was outlandishly good. What is the rest of this series going to be? That is the question. From a game-to-game standpoint, I don't know what to expect. 5-1 loss, 4-1 win. What's Game 3 going to be? Probably a 1-0 win for somebody. We're not going to make any lineup changes. We're just going for it. First period, 1 goal apiece. Evgeny Dadonov scores against his former team. Heponiemi ties it 5 minutes and 10 seconds later. 12 shots to 9 in our favor, but we are tied at 1. Second period, we are no longer tied at 1. Brady Tkachuk scores on the power play. We have 26 shots to 18, and you can kind of see how this one is going. Not well. Leading in shots, but trailing on the board. Jonathan Huberdeau scores. That was a rarity through the first round, but he makes it happen. Power play's killed off. This might just be anyone's game. It's kind of tough to tell, I'll be honest, but next goal is going to win at this stage, one way or another. Will we find that winner in regulation? We will not. Game 3 goes to overtime. 12-shot advantage, yet tied on the board because UC Saros is killing me. Huberdeau, Barkov, Tippett, Trocheck, somebody. We have so many big names that need to carry this team. Overtime, Game 3. We need a win, and a win we shall get. Jonathan Huberdeau, welcome to the playoffs. I mean, you weren't brutal in the first round, but that's what you're capable of. Huge effort from Huberdeau. 2 goals, leading the way. And the Cats have won 2 in a row. We have a 2-1 series lead. I think you can, detect the shock and surprise in my voice as Spencer Knight has a solid game, and the offense is able to carry the weight, mainly Jonathan Huberdeau. And we have bounced back from an absolutely horrific start to this series. Things are looking good. Both 2-1 splits and 3-0 splits, depending on the conference. We're going to go to Game 4. Again, terms of changing the team? No. This is the version of the team that needs to win, basically. The players are where they need to be to hopefully thrive. If they don't thrive, then we're screwed. First period of Game 4. And a good start, aside from the Gustafsson getting the opening goal. Hauerluck scores, as does Owen Tippett. 47 seconds apart, in fact. We have a 2-1 lead despite being outshot. If you're leading in shots, you're losing. That's just the trend. Second period. Well, we're not leading in shots, yet we're also losing. Trends were meant to be broken. Colin White and Alex Ovechkin, that second line is absolutely killing us. We go to the third, down by 1. Well, the Sens blow the lead, much like we did in the second period. Power play chance for Ottawa goes to waste. 11 minutes left. Can we find the goal that we need? Yes, we can. Connolly, with I'm pretty sure his first ever postseason goal, ties it. Power play, please. No. 3 minutes left. Tied at 3. 3-3-3. Overtime, just like in Game 3. Game 4 goes to overtime. 4-3 will be the final score. The question is, who is going to get the goal? Will it be a 3-1 lead for the Panthers, or will we see a 2-all split at the end of this fourth game? Let's find out. Somebody. Anybody. Johnny Huberdeau. Yes, I was just about to say Huberdeau, Barkov, Tippett. Jonathan Huberdeau has awoken. He has awoken. He is quite woke. And he's also quite good at hockey. Huberdeau, back-to-back overtime winners, if I'm not mistaken. I think I might be. I don't know. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. I'm drawing a blank here because we're up 3-1 in this series, and I'm trying really, really hard not to get too excited about it. Because anytime this game makes you think, like, hey, something good might happen, it takes it away from you. And then rubs it in your face. Just to remind you how much you wanted it. Spencer Knight, you did well again. Not outstanding, but well. And indeed, back-to-back overtime wins. Back-to-back overtime winners from Jonathan Huberdeau. As every series right now is at a 3-1 split. And this is our first opportunity of a potential 3 to end this series. Game 5 on home ice against such a dangerous Sens team. Can we seal the deal? Can we get the job done? Can we do the do? First period is scoreless. 11 shots to 7 in their favor. Complete wash, completely irrelevant. Second period, Ottawa has the lead. Nino Niederreiter gets the goal. They are killing us in shots again. We go to the third in desperate need of some offense. It would be great if we could find some of that magical and mythical offense. It's not looking too good, though. Alex Holtz doubles the lead. We're halfway through the third, and UC Saros, with a big middle finger. Huberdeau scores, probably too little too late. Definitely too little too late at this point. 1:30 left. Power play for the Sens, and that will do it. So Huberdeau ruins the shutout, but we're outshot 38-22, and we choke in Game 5. Spencer Knight absolutely did his job. The offense just did not have an answer for UC Saros, as frustrating as that is. Ekblad and Sergachev, not a great game for our top defense pairing. So opportunity 1 goes to waste. Fun. Colorado's going to the conference final. The Philadelphia Flyers are going to the conference final. Will we be joining them, or will there be a Game 7 back in Sunrise? We're going to find out, because again, I'm keeping the team the same. First period. Oh, thank God. Please, God. We're going to blow the lead, aren't we? And I'm sorry that that's the first place where my mind goes, but, history and tendencies. But still, shorty for Borgstrom. Shorty. Connolly gets one, and Shabarkov gets one as well. 3 goals on 11 shots. We get to Saros. Second period. Oh, God, I knew they scored goals. They scored more than I cared to see them score. Borgstrom makes it 4. Heponiemi makes it 5 goals to 0 at that point. But Formanton and Brandstrom, with a goal each, get them back into it. It's back to a 3-goal lead heading into the third. Power play for the Cats goes to waste. We've had 2 3-goal leads in this game. We've blown one of them. But right now we're halfway to being home free. 8 minutes left. Heponiemi. The Florida Panthers have overcome a brutal start to this series to ultimately take it in 6 games. 7-2 is your final in Game 6 on the road as Borgstrom, Heponiemi, Connolly leading the way. The Cats get it done against a very dangerous opponent, and hopefully the shock and surprise in my voice is evident because genuinely I went into recording this video and I'm like, oh God, we're going to lose. So is the excitement there? Yes. But at the end of the day, have we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish? Not yet. So there's only so much happiness. There's only so much excitement. Aaron Ekblad, how are you possibly a minus? That does not make any sense. But the good thing is, after a rough first game 1, or just after a rough start to the series with game 1, a rough first game, Spencer Knight was phenomenal. Jonathan Huberdeau managed to wake up, which is tremendous. The second line was strong. The third line, a little bit quiet at times. But for the most part, people did their jobs. Jonathan Huberdeau woke the hell up. Still under a point a game, which sucks, but he has 6 goals and 11. I can deal with that. Barkov's over a point a game and a +8. Tremendous. Tippett's 8 points in 11 games. We could see more out of that top line, for sure. 7 points in 9 games for Heponiemi. Solid. 9 and 11 for Borgstrom. Solid. 8 and 11 for Denisenko. Maybe a little bit more. If we get a little bit more out of our top 6, we're golden. Absolutely golden. Dryden Hunt has been great for a third liner. Vinny has been solid. Hutsko's been phenomenal. And on the fourth line, Sarah Noel, Chari, and Howrluck. Maybe we drop Sarah Noel because it hasn't been great. Let me know what you think. Do we give another opportunity to one Cole Schwint to get back into this lineup? Defensively, Sergachev, great. Ekblad, great. Morrow and Kessler, great. Smirnoff and Connolly struggled a little bit defensively in that series, but for the most part, I'm still very happy with that defense. And Spencer Knight, a .926, is more than good enough at this point, or at least it should be, based on the offense that we have. So really the only question is, do you change up a defense pairing? What do you do on the fourth line? But for the most part, this team is set. And thankfully, genuinely thankful, that we were able to make it through. So it's going to be Colorado and Vegas, Florida, and Philadelphia. Your final 4. The Flyers are going to be one hell of a challenge. That's what they're going to be. Let me know down in the comments, of course, what you thought of the episode. I hope you did enjoy, and of course, drop a like if you did. But let me know what you think. As far as the team, do we just keep rolling with it? Does Sarah Noel stay in the lineup? Let me know. And again, thank you very much for watching. While you're down in the comments, scroll up a little bit further. Check out everything in the description. If you have not already done so, it would be greatly appreciated. Whether it be the social medias, the Discords, the Twitch, of course. We stream every night. The SeatGeek thing. I have one of those codes. I just never advertise it, but it's there in the description. And shout out to all of my best friends on Patreon. That's right. We're all friends, but everyone has best friends. And those people on Patreon, I think they're my best friends. I'm sorry, I pick favorites. Just like your mom, and it's your brother or sister. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's okay, because I'm here for you, because, damn it, somebody has to pay. What the hell? I love you all. I will see you next time. You're loved, I promise. Your mom doesn't have a favorite. She might. She probably, if you were the middle child, because then you weren't the first and you're not the baby. Sorry to all the middle childs out there.